since the sheriff's department here is inept and full of idiots. We're going to copy the link address right here, and we're going to go to Facebook. And on Facebook, we're going to... Alright, hold on a second. Come on. Alright, there it goes. There we go. Tillamook Police Department. Let's check them out. And what do we do here? Well, I posted a bit here already. I'll post up some more. Turning this in here, since it is public and makes intimidating me much tougher. There you go. There they've got a link to a YouTube video of one of these peoples who is harassing me. And I am, now that I posted it there, I'm also going to like it. It's a good video. I'm going to share it to my Facebook as if anybody actually cares. We're gonna post. Blam. Now I'm gonna shut everything down because, oh, look at this. This is for Virginia. We've also got them for, because these things happen nationwide, like I said. Having to stay with a drug dealer in Virginia, Brett Roloff, that sucked. When I'd been there several years earlier, I was supposed to see Brett Roloff too. I didn't know he was strung out on drugs when I went to see him after Natalie's. And when I was supposed to go visit him on the trip to Virginia, he was in jail. And our messages show that. So our conversations that are recorded on YouTube. And here it says, the purpose of mandated reporting is to identify suspected abuse and neglected children or vulnerable adults as soon as possible so they can be protected from further harm. Oh, like the way that they protected Jamie here from further harm, or myself. Or in Virginia, of course, how they manipulated their position of power for financial abuse. See, this goes beyond neglect. When you are going out of your way to hide your wrongdoing and the wrongdoing of other officers, it's far, far worse than neglect. When your friends and family are trying to hide the fact that you went to them for help and get angry when you prove that you went to them for help, that they blew you off or took advantage of you financially, oh yeah. Unfortunately for y'all, I know my stuff. The things that I told you before Natalie was killed, it turns out that I was right and you were wrong. Ha 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 ha. All right, so I was able to finally get my photos section pop up, which is very good. It hasn't done that in a few weeks. It's been very temperamental about that, but there is a lot in here. Oh, come on, don't be frozen up. Come on, come on. Oh, there it goes. All right. It went a tiny bit. This is, oh, come on. This is Sarah Rubiolo right here. She went missing in 2014 and I helped find her. And this is Kat, the lady who was drawing temporary tattoos at Creek Fest. Neither one of them are friends with me anymore over the situation with Natalie. On the bright side, I told the truth. Here's some from when I was at Ventus's. I'm not going to play these in public because I can't, because some of them have Ventus and Stephanie making, we'll just call them intimate noises. All these are recorded there with different phone calls that I had to make, different agencies I had to make, different people I was in contact with, stuff from different trolls and harassers. Obviously, these are all made at Ventus Kosai's, so there's quite a while that I was there. It also says the date. Like this one right here is from, see, this one's from January 10th. This is from the 9th. That's DJ Wow. That's not a real name. That's another one of the transgender folks in Boulder. Some of them are my friends, some of them ain't. Depends on who you are as a person. Anyway, as you can see, I pretty well kept recording as much as I could while I was there. Took a lot of screenshots of people that were in contact with me, scammers and the like, people threatening to kill me and that kind of stuff. Here's some more recordings there, and some more. Some of these are pretty long, some of them ain't. A bunch of little bits and pieces of stuff that people pulled out to try to pretend I was some sort of a monster. Conversations with people who were playing head games or offering to help. Usually it's one or the other. Sometimes ends up being both. This is Randy Singer's ex-boyfriend, Joseph, the one who's schizoaffective. Let's see, there's half-naked firemen that women kept posting up on their Facebook and saying that they'd wish that their houses would burn down. Here's one with Christine Buhit so that I can make sure I save her picture, and that way I can show people who she is and where at. These were taken in December of 20, hold on a second, what year would that have been, 2020? I was trying to figure, it says 12/16. I was like, all right, so that would be the 16th, but this might also be one of the things downloaded from 2016, so I had to look up here. There's Robert Franklin Warnick. There's an abscess that I have. I've had repeated issues with that abscess, by the way. There's also the damage to my wrists from DaCosta and his buddies. They did some damage. Ah, shit, I screwed up now. Anyway, the camera quality was very crappy, but just like when I was assaulted by Waylon Lolatai, they used the cuffs to cause me physical pain. And then after they were causing me physical pain, a lot of it, they wanted to pretend like I was struggling to get loose or something of that degree. No, they were physically harming me, and they knew exactly what they were doing. It is torture, no matter what they want to call it. Anyway, there's a bunch more. I mean, it goes all the way back. People are like, where's your evidence? Where's your evidence? Well, the thing is, I've got a lot of evidence I got to go through and process. A whole bunch of it. Most of the recordings that I have are actually offline. which is contrary to your idiotic beliefs. Make sure that I saved evidence the people who were offering to help, claiming they were going to help, and their words. But then there's the actuality of it. Did they ever do the things they said they would? Here's, I believe this one is Hannah Pendergrass. She's one of the missing people I helped to find as well. Next to her is, I believe, Lynn Whalen, and she is currently, I don't know, she seems to have disappeared off the face of the planet. I have checked her YouTube and her Facebook, and she just seems to have vanished off the planet. Nobody knows nothing. Nobody's seen nothing. And I've had a couple of people that actually got onto my channel to be antagonistic about the fact that she's disappeared. This shouldn't be necessary. I never should have been abused or neglected to the point that I literally had to go to Facebook and YouTube. I didn't get railroaded because I'm evil. I got railroaded because my loved ones did not care. It happens. There's here's some more. I suppose I had to show you these. These are tons and tons and tons of restricted calls. Like I said, I've been through it all already. This one was from whenever it was. We'll have to go back and take a look at when I downloaded them, but there's quite a few. Of course, it was an emergency number. I did try calling it in. There's also in some of those videos, yeah, lots of predators, lots of different numbers. And of course, I did have a bunch of these, and of course, I'm still having to deal with it. And it's, of course, the safety issues created by who these agencies were supposed to go to. They want to do all sorts of stuff that makes it complicated and puts the victim at risk. If it's going to take me a second to step outside, you can allow me a second to step outside instead of starting to yell my number after I've told you there's a safety issue. So that lady being recorded and on my channel shows that she knowingly, willingly, and intentionally attempted to create that safety issue, knowing full well what she was doing and the consequences for me, and she did not care. She straight stepped over those boundaries and intentionally put me at risk. God bless America, right? So I'm going to shut this down because I don't want to get in trouble. And also because I got to go see Jared here shortly. I got a $40 budget for clothing and stuff. I need to get a blanket and a hat. The hat that I was looking at was $24, and the blanket that I was looking at was $11. So I'm going to get the unicorn hat thing, even though it's hot pink. I like pink. And I'll go take care of that while this is shutting down. All right. I do speak up. I admit my wrongs and I tell my experiences. You know what? I'm fine with that. A lot of people have done evil things because they felt embarrassed. Well, I don't get embarrassed. That makes me more honest. Which is weird. Kimberly Jo Jepsen of Chapel, Nebraska once said that jealousy is the most useless emotion. I disagree. I think embarrassment is the most useless emotion. Kim Jepsen claims to be a Christian, and her Bible explains that her God is a jealous God. So her God has the most useless emotion, according to her. Because of multiple interactions with Tillamook Family Counseling Center that I had prior to many of these more serious situations that came out of them not doing their job. Well, the fact is they just straight up didn't do their job, and that is what led to it becoming long-term abuse. When I come to you about problems that I'm having, if it's a problem that I'm able to walk away from, I do walk away from it. When you guys give that advice, you're being dicks. And then you guys want me to abandon everything in my life over and over again, every chance, every opportunity. Because between helping me to stop abuse and telling me to move is your advice. Telling me to move is your idea of help. And telling you you're an idiot is my way of helping you to realize you're an idiot. Some bridges are not worth crossing. If you're going to cross a rotten bridge at night, you're better off using a torch and crossing by firelight. Might as well ford the river. You can't exactly burn a bridge that don't exist, can you? If the bridge is dangerous and rickety, somebody saying, hey, you should use that bridge over there, it's probably not a good idea to use that bridge, even if they are adamant that it is a good idea. Even if they're adamant that that is going to help you. Even if they're adamant that you can get across the river by walking across that rotted old thing. It's when you're so desperate that you're willing to try that people really get to take advantage of you. Anyway, I got socks. So that's a good start. As far as my clothing budget goes, I got about $40, I suppose, if I really wanted to. But the thing is that needs to go to taking care of myself for the month. It needs to go to making sure I got gas in my vehicle. It needs to go to make sure that I go to appointments and that I purchase the evidence that the cops have. That's right, I have to buy it from them. That's if they will allow me to have it instead of BSing me about it and making me run through 30 miles of red tape without the resources to do so again. The cops here in Tillamook, just like anywhere else in the United States, are just disgusting animals. I think it's horrible that people call them pigs, because between going to a police officer as a homeless person who needs help and going to an actual swine for help, you are more likely to get help from the swine. Don't insult the swine. Obviously, that troll feller wanted to harass me. He was a big jerk, and he was also up to no good. The fact that he's busted is a little bit of all right. The problem is the porkers in this town, the people who try to pass him off as police officers are absolutely most. You cannot be a police officer in the United States if you have any sense of morality whatsoever. Because as a police officer in the United States, you are expected to turn a blind eye to any and all crimes committed against homeless people, especially disabled homeless people. And unless somebody has a friend or family member who cares, you just keep that stuff up. Somebody called Hottie IOI typed, "Hola, ¿cómo estás? Sorry to fun. ¿Cómo estás?" I think he's on those, so you're not Spanish. Hola, señorita. I speak a little bit more French than Spanish and a little bit more Portuguese than Spanish as well. Fecha a porta, abre a porta e precisa fazer xixi. Como se va? Como se começa? Anyway, the stuff that's on my audio recording device takes forever to download and put on video. Forever and a day. And of course, not being able to hang out in a place for very long without being treated like I'm just hanging out really sucks. On the bright side, I knew this was going to be dang near impossible before Natalie was killed. I spoke up about the issues before Natalie was killed, the events, and also about how my friends and family treated me.
Happy Sunshine like a lemon frap. Lemon lime frap
Everything but myself. Anyway, I saw some scooters today. They walked by, they saw me through the window just now. And it didn't kill their smile for once. It was Jason Scudder and his wife Kara. That's Jared Scudder's mother and father. Are they likely to help me? No. And as I came out just now, that was his sister, I believe. I want to say her name is Amanda, but I'm probably wrong about that. And she's really nice too. Like I said, nice people. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get a unicorn blanket. It's like $20. First, I'm gonna sit down and have myself a cigarette. Y'all get to see that the things that I said were true. The witnesses exist. The evidence exists. The people who are harassing me, they actually exist. You also get to notice that, unlike many of you who keep getting took, I'm able to recognize a fucking scammer from a mile away. What sucks is having to depend on the fucking scammers, because my so-called friends and family aren't doing shit except scamming me. Oh, Sean, I'll help you if you bring some weed. I'll help you if you bring some cigarettes. I'll help you if you give us some money for booze. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not going to give you money for booze. Yeah, I'll bring cigarettes and I'll share them. But I'm not going to fucking go buy you booze. You can buy booze with the money yourself. I'm not going to give you money for booze.
I'm going to give you money for help. Or in the case of Joshua Eichelberger, I wasn't giving him money for booze. I was giving him money so that he would go the fuck away and let me and Graham get something done. Unfortunately, Josh, when he's drinking, has to be the center of attention, and he is a highly abusive individual. And you guys get to hear the abuse in the environments that I'm in through me. I am a magnet for my surroundings. If I'm in a room full of screamers all day long and I get 5 minutes of peace and quiet, I might want to scream in that 5 minutes of peace and quiet. For many of those places, I went to the furthest room in the house that was the farthest away from the people and their noise. It still was the people and their noise. You can hear that in the background in some of my videos on Facebook, because at the beginning, you know, with me having all the screen lock crap that was going on that Boulder Police did to my phone, God, there was a bunch of impossibilities with that. Then there's the fact that people's speculation and assumptions were allowed in court. People's slander was allowed in court. People's slander, predators that I was trying to turn in, who slandered my name and slandered the names of others, they were allowed to speak in court, and I wasn't. The police told all of the other witnesses, oh, you can't turn it in for them. And of course, they wouldn't let me turn it in. They kept threatening, harassing, intimidating me, or talking over me. Like deputy dipshit. I hope I said that right. I speak up against predators, and I also have to deal with a lot of them. You want to tell your parents, hey man, you need to look out for online predators. You know what? A lot of your fucking kids are online predators. A shit ton of your fucking kids are fucking shitty ass goddamn bullies and online predators. So when they say do something about online predators, they might be insinuating you need to do something about your little fucking shitbrick. They might be saying, oh, well, there might be a sick pervert who's going to try to touch your 14-year-old daughter. So maybe you should keep her off the internet. But then there's also the fact that your 14-year-old daughter might be a complete and total fucking cunt. She might be using that internet along with her other popular friends to harass, threaten, and intimidate somebody who just wants to be left alone. Social media. What has social media been used in my situation for? My abusers have used social media to harm me for literally years. To paint a negative picture of somebody who's fucking trying. You want to blame me for all of the decisions that other people made, decisions not to do their jobs, to talk over me, to deny me the right to turn in my predators, to turn in paperwork, telling me I got to turn it into somewhere else, not showing up to court. The people who were supposed to protect me from this abuse went out of their way to do everything but. Here in Tillamook, they have done everything to try to discourage me from trying to get the help that I need and try to defer me to places that are just taking your taxpayer dollars and raping us to death. Now, Hottie IOI, what are you up to? Why are you typing at me, and what's your purpose here? Are you here to help, or are you here to harass people? Are you here as a witness, or are you here as a troll? Goddamn right I'm an asshole. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.